What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode. Girl, somebody said you are forever wasting water on yourself. You know what? Y'all ain't never lied. The water just be so good and it be mixing my mouth sometimes. Let me tell you something. At least it's H2O. Y'all had a doctor's appointment. My doctor is so nice. You know, it is so hard to find such a good doctor who is actually concerned about you and happy when you go and you make milestones or whatever and don't make you feel bad about yourself, whatever. So it was such a good appointment. I was glad I went. But anyway, moving on from that, we are back for another episode review of another season of Life After Lockup. Baby, I don't know what season this is. It's probably season 3, season 4, whatever. We just gonna call it whatever. Episode 1, you will see it in the title. Okay. So in this season, we have Lindsay and Blaine, okay? We have Derek and Monique. We have Taylor and Chance. We have Cameron and Aries. We also have Justine and Michael. And we have Sean and Sarah. And bitch, we also got Marcelino and Brittany. Y'all was like in the comments, girl, you did see Marcelino and Brittany. You know, I really thought my eyes was playing tricks on me when that little commercial preview came up. And I was like, please don't let that be that. I literally thought, okay, no, that couldn't be them. That probably was Sarah and Sean. Girl, no, it was them. Because I just seen the little preview for what's coming on in the season. And I said, really? Really? At this point, Marcelino and Brittany has made a career out of WeTV. Like, what? This is your main source of income at this point, because I just don't see it. I just don't understand. Why do we keep bringing y'all back? Y'all story is complete, and I ask, okay, we just tag. Because at this point, I don't know if it's real or it's fake. Because the last time we seen them, it felt a little scripted. You know what I'm saying? It just felt a little fakeish. You know, when she hit her friend up in the parking lot because, you know, they was doing a little, after the little threesome. Because truth be told, Brittany, you brought all this on yourself. I'm just going to be honest with you. And we're going to get that out the way. You weren't even in this episode, but I'm just going to say it. You brought all that on yourself. You the one that pushed for this threesome. And you got mad when your man was sending dick pics to your friend. Okay? And your friend didn't say nothing because she was trying to spare your feelings. Baby, you having issues up in your relationships, having threesomes and having kids, it's not going to fix it. Let that be a lesson to y'all. Moving on from that, let's get up into it. I want to understand, how come it is February 24th and it is still snowing outside? Now, it was fine and beautiful the whole day. Like, it was sunny. It was warm. It's snowing outside and the shit is sticking and I just don't understand. Like, what is going on? And then it's supposed to be like 40 degrees and 50s and all this stuff. Anyway, moving on from that, the distraction, we get up into the episode. Girl, who do we start off with first? We start off with Blaine and Lindsay, okay? Now, as we looked at this episode, Lindsay and her square jaw, her Roblox chin. I'm sorry. I shouldn't start off like that. I should not start off like that. You want to know why? Because as much as we went in on Deontay and called him stupid, you know, called him dumb, called him gullible, called him naive, telling him maybe you need to switch it up and not continue to go after these women who are in the prison system. I mean, if you're going to get played by somebody, get played by somebody that's in the free world and can take care of themselves or whatever, and you ain't got to spend all your money on and go into debt. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit of color up in there because you have a pattern and they the ones that keep on messing you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, switch it up just a little bit, get a little taste of that first, and then if you want to come back, go back, you know? And the way that she played him just brought me, I don't know about y'all, but it brought me more back over to his side because I just didn't appreciate that. Even though we told him, don't do it, don't do it. And then when you put it on display on social media, we just knew that it wasn't going to last. Because we found out about Lindsay and Deontay before the season had came on, right? And we was just like, girl, what the fuck is this? I said, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Baby, halfway through the season, they broke up and Lindsay then went and fucked around with Blaine. And I was just like, you know what? We already knew that that was gonna happen. We knew that that was gonna happen, given the fact that Blaine kept on being around. Blaine was so-called the best friend. Oh, you know, I can't do anything with Blaine because I don't want this to ruin my reputation of being like I was this dealer or whatever, and then fucking around with the clients, and then, you know, they ain't gonna respect me like that. But yet, you went on ahead and you got with him over Deontay. This guy who just wanted, you know, granted, he was doing a little nagging or whatever, but I'm pretty sure most of that was because he's not close by her, right? And I'm like, I get it. At the same time, I understand you needed a little bit of space. It's called communication and all that stuff. So instead of having communication, what you go do, you go your best friend or your so-called best friend. I ain't even gonna say best friend because in this episode, we realized that y'all really don't know that much about each other. You know, just because you sold drugs together, you sold drugs to him, that don't mean you know everything about each other. But it's 10 months later. It's 10 months later. You know what I'm saying? And out of that 10 months, Blaine and Lindsay been together for 8. You know, she said, you know, when you get past that honeymoon stage or whatever, it just feel like, you know, everything just slow up and it just get all boring and everything. But you know what? That ain't happening with me and Blake. I said, all right, just throw it up in our face that y'all have a good relationship. Like, she's trying to make it seem like, you know, this the best decision that I made. You know what I'm saying? We moved in together. We didn't put our money, all our money into this property to get this house. Okay, it's like a little trailer home. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the one on wheels. It's like a more modern trailer home. And let me tell you something. Being on TikTok, you see a lot of these trailer homes that look like, you know, regular homes or whatever, but they look good as shit. And it's like the modern ones, they be big, they be spacious, they be so, you know, new appliances and everything. I said, oh, trailer home, this ain't the trailer home of the past, okay? This is the trailer home of the future and the present. I said, you know what? Some people may look into it. I ain't gonna knock it. You know, they stuff look like, it's like a trailer ranch home. That's what it look like. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they putting their money into it to fix it up or whatever. And, you know, she just happy that everything is going great. You know, her daughter is going well. The relationship is going well. And, you know, for the first time, they going to the lawyer's office and it ain't about her. I said, so did you get your warrants and your stuff, you know, fixed up in the past 10 months since we didn't seen you? Because at this point, I'm just sitting here like, how is it that 2 convicted felons, is he a convicted felon? Because at this point, if he not a convicted felon, Blaine is about to be a convicted felon because they done went back to Mr. Taylor, okay, who is the lawyer with the ponytail. Now, trust and believe. I know we shouldn't judge people, but since they judge us by our hair too, you know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, society do. They judge black people by their hair. So let me judge this white man by his hair. Girl, I don't like the way I see it that. But I'm just playing. I just really want him to do something with it. Like, the ponytail is not ponytailing enough for me, okay? It literally just looked like he woke up and he just put it up in a ponytail, like he didn't brush it out or anything. It don't look, as they tell us, professional, okay? What I need him to do is throw a little bit of water on that thing when you in the shower or whatever. Get a little bit of mousse, okay? Or some eco-style gel, Mr. Taylor, okay? And then brush that thing back in a nice ponytail and put a little wave like that. You know, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And don't stop right there. Brush the tail out that's going to be hanging, or braid it up. Braid it up. Don't let it look riggedy the way that this be looking riggedy in your head. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was like, listen, so Blaine, we hear about you, okay? So you got this charge. You was charged with this distribution. You had drugs on you. You had this on you. You were habitual and all this stuff. I said, wait a minute. What is all of this? Girl, me and Lindsay said, wait a minute, what habitual? What the fuck is that? Baby, Blaine, in short term speak, Blaine is facing 19 years after all the stuff that he got on him. If they convict him, okay? If they convict him and they find him guilty, baby, he's going to get up to 19 years. That's the least, that's the most he can get. And also the habitual mean that he done so much that it's like he's a habit forming type of person that keep on getting in trouble. So therefore he's like of a higher degree of importance that they probably gonna have to put some more charges on him because he be doing so goddamn much and giving him some more years. I said, child, this is a mess. Girl, Lindsay sitting there like this. Ain't this about a bitch? So you mean to tell me, wait a minute. So you got me over here sitting like I'm in bliss and you ain't never told me nothing about this? And Blaine like, I mean, I was going to tell you, but, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to tell you just yet because, you know, I didn't know everything that was going to go on. I said, what? You ain't tell her that, listen, I got a whole bunch of charges on me, and so that you couldn't pre-warn her even before y'all came there. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I just know I got some charges or whatever, so we need to just be prepared for any and everything. That's what you should have said. That's what you should have said. Lindsay still would have freaked out, okay, because then reality hit her. Reality hit her, and reality really hit her when the lawyer said, that's cute or whatever. I get that you upset, but Blaine, you see what I did? I laid this out, but if you want me to do something with it, this is a consultation for free, paid by WeTV. But for y'all to actually have me work on the case, baby, the streets is slowed. Oh my God, and I gotta go to work tomorrow. Anyway, he was like, girl, if you want me to do all of this and actually work your case, I need $15,000 before I can actually touch this yet. I said, ooh, we know where that $15,000 ain't gonna go. Hair products. Anyway, I'm sorry, because it's like, y'all, they be getting so mad at us in the corporate world or whatever when we have our locks, when we have our fros, when we have our bantu knots and stuff like that, you know, and our box braids and cornrows or whatever. But yet, y'all don't get mad at each other when y'all don't have a brush and a comb. Okay, y'all don't even invest in a brush and a comb. But anyway, I was just like, listen, girl. Lindsay said, you know what? This is where I exit, okay, before I snap the fuck off. Because no lie, I was kind of with Lindsay, because what you're not going to do is get me all like, oh, we together, we having bliss, and, you know, all our troubles are behind us. We finna start a family, we getting houses together, we putting money, and we doing good or whatever, you know. I'm not in trouble, and then all of a sudden it's a big ass possibility that you might be going to jail for 19 years. Plus, we got to pay the lawyer $15,000. I said, wait a minute. I was waiting for them to repeat it because I said 15,000 or 1,500. Now, there is a big difference. The lawyer said, no, girl, you heard it correct the first time. 15,000, 15, comma, 0, 0, 0. I said, shit, bitch. Y'all better invest in a public defender. That's what you better do. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. But your services will no longer be needed because we can't afford you, okay? Public defender on the left. Hi, how you doing? Now let's go ahead and work this case together. That's what y'all need to do at this point, because where's y'all getting money? Lindsay was over. She was outside like, listen, bitch, I just put all my money. We put all our money up into the house. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. And now I'm thinking like, I thought he was the better choice. I thought he was the better choice. You know, at least Deontay told me up front that he ain't had this and he ain't had that or whatever. You know, he ain't lied behind my back. I said, the grass ain't greener on the other side, ain't it? You know, truth be told, Deontay technically was the better choice. He wasn't the best man, but he was the better choice between him and Blaine. Case in point, Deontay ain't got the risk of going to jail. He don't have no charges against him. He don't have nothing filed on him. He ain't, you know, lying about his financial status. He told the girl that he was in debt, you know, and he only was in debt like $13,000. Now, if he get on a little payment plan in a couple of years, depending on how much he paid on it, he'd be off of that. You know what I'm saying? He could have been in the clear. Technically speaking, especially if he getting money from WeTV when he was on here, he could have been in the clear now. And Lindsay, you could have been living free off of his ass because he probably would have let you. He probably would have let you, okay? You know what I'm saying? You done messed up and you done went to the wrong one. The wrong one. You lied to me. You lied to me. You didn't tell me anything. I said, girl, that's your fault. You saw that You wanted the easy stuff. She said, I should have probably waited a little bit. Gave Deontay a little bit more time. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. You played him on purpose. You knew what you was doing. You was trying to get back on the show. And now you back on the show. You set it up so that you and Blaine can stay on the show. That's just what it was. That's how I see it, so I don't feel sorry for you. The way Blaine whipped that car out because she said, he was like, get back into the car. He was like, Lindsay. Lindsay, get up in the car. What are you doing? Lindsay. She said, leave me alone. He said, all right, fine. And zoom. I said, you know what? I would have did the same thing. You ain't got but 1 or 2 times to tell me, leave me alone. I'm gonna do what you say. And don't get mad when I drive off. Okay? Moving on from that. Girl, I just know that their storyline is about to be a mess. Sean and Sarah. I'm getting bored with them already just because I don't like them as it is. But Sean is not starting off on a good foot. Now, see, the last time we saw Sean and Sarah, they got married. She had her baby girl, you know, and you would think that they're in wedding bliss. You done went through all this trouble to get this woman that you was playing while she was up in jail because you was dating her and Destiny. You know, you was hiding the fact that Destiny was still in contact with you, whether she was threatening you or not, but we know what she was doing, okay? And you were still having issues with your own children that you had prior to your baby girl with Sarah, you know, and you have to mend those relationships. Now, all of a sudden, Sean wants to be a daddy. After being on this show for how many seasons, he decided this season, after the last seasons, that he want to, you know, fix the relationship with his other kids. Like, what, 6, 7 kids that he got or whatever that come from, you know, oh, girl, Kelly. Okay, and I'm sitting here like, oh, it took all of that to want to be a daddy again? Like, what? Sarah up in there got the little girl gone to sleep. She put her little lingerie on, you know. She put her little Frederick Hollywood on. And she got her bedroom candy sex swing going. I said, oh, what's going on? Sarah, what y'all about to do? I don't want to see this. I'm so glad that they blared her little boom boom out. Because I said, girl, usually I be here for a lot of stuff. I just ain't here for y'all. I don't like y'all, so I don't want to see it, okay? But anyway, you know, she was like, it's Sean. He was like, yo, what's up? Mind you, he is downstairs playing video games, okay? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was he playing video games with one of his kids? Because if that's the case, I can understand him being like, you know what? I'm trying to have a little time with my kids right now. So now we can't do this right now. But if he was just playing with a random person, you mean to tell me you gonna turn down sex with your wife, your freshly new wife? Mind you, you probably couldn't even get it in the way that y'all wanted to get it in because the baby just be crying and sucking on her tit all day and just exhausting her, you know what I'm saying? And now you got the opportunity to get the bang bang boogie in and you don't even want to do it. He came up there, he was like, oh my God, what is this? She was like, it's a sex swing. Where did you get this? My mom put it up. I said, yo, mama's a freak, okay? You know? And I said, now, Sean, go ahead and do what you gotta do. Baby, Sean went over there and he was kissing Sarah. And Sarah was like, nigga, get away. Because listen, you ain't even fucking aroused. I will be so mad. We went through all of this. I didn't put on all of this. And you mean to tell me you can't even get the tip a little bit jumpy? You can't even get your tip a little bit jumpy? This don't entice you? Sarah, you better than me because I would have kicked his ass out. No, go play your games. I would have fucked that game system up. This what you want to do? You better be down there playing with your kids or whatever. That's what you better be doing or else you're not sleeping up here. I said, child, this is a mess. That's wild to me. And like I said, if he is playing with one of his kids, understandable. But if he was just playing with a random person, sir, and then you talking about something, it's just been stressful. I got to work. I got to try to be a dad. I got to be a husband. It's just a lot. I said, you thought this was going to be easy? But this is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. And you want us to feel bad for you? Child, please. Moving on from that, the next day, things is awkward between him and Sarah. Sarah, you're better than me, okay? You're better than me. Because after what happened the night before, and I tried to throw this ass at you, and you didn't take it and catch it the way that I wanted you to, you think I'm finna fix you lunch in the morning, for you going to work? No. While I'm holding your baby and gotta feed your baby and she sucking on my tit? No. Okay, you better come fix your own stuff. You better go bag your lunch. You ain't even gotta say goodbye to me, okay? Go to work, cause you know what I'm saying? So he pulled off or whatever, and then all of a sudden Sarah was like, "Her mama coming over there." Mama come over there to the crib to take care of the little girl. She was like, "So where you finna go?" She was like, "Girl, I'm finna go to the grocery store." And she was like, "No," she was like, "I'm finna go shopping." And she was like, "The grocery store?" She was like, "Yeah." And the mama said, "So you going to the grocery store, but you getting did up? Why you putting all the perfume and you doing your makeup and everything?" She said, "Cause listen, girl, I just don't want to go out the house just looking a mess." And you know what? I felt Sarah on that, because honestly, I feel as though, it's a lot of people that be like, "I'm just going to the grocery store. I'm just going to Walmart. I'm going to Target or whatever," but mainly Walmart. And they don't give a fuck how they dress. Like, they literally just put on some pajama pants or some sweatpants. Well, sweatpants ain't wrong, okay? Or they put on some raggedy stuff or whatever, and they don't do their hair, probably keep their bonnet on or a scarf on or whatever. Ashley, on the other hand, if I'm going out the house, no matter what it is, I don't care if it's even to take the garbage out or whatever, I'm going to make sure I look presentable, okay? So I was here for Sarah for that moment. But as soon as Mama had started peeping and stuff, I knew right then and there Mama wasn't finna go to the goddamn store. She was pissed off at Sean. So, of course, we have to add some more conflict into the situation. Oh, Mama is on her way to go meet up with her ex-man, her baby daddy number one. I said, oh, no, the conflict. Girl, what you about to do? You got to go fuck that man. Because she kept on telling us, like, I was introduced to him because we ran in the same circles by some friends. And, we used to drink and do drugs and all that stuff. And, I got pregnant by him. And we never really stopped dating and being boyfriend and girlfriend. We never broke up. It was just the fact that I got thrown in prison. And then once I got out, I was with Sean and I got married and I had a baby. And that's just that. So I'm going to meet up with him. We've been texting and talking or whatever. And, I'm just trying to see if he really wants to be in his daughter's life. Abby, she's 8 years old. She's never really asked about her father. So, I'm just trying to see how that is. I haven't told Sean this because Sean doesn't like him. But, I deal with that when I come across that bridge. I said, oh, all right, Miss Abby. Abby walked up in that thing. Now, see, Abby thought she was cute with her little jeans on and her little shirt on that looked like it was from early 2000s. Y'all remember when you used to layer the shirts and put a tank top on top of it? Early 2000 fashion was something else, okay? Girl, it was something else. Go look it up. I said, Miss Sarah, you really think you're doing it with your little Walmart fashions? Don't hate on Walmart, baby, because I just brought some stuff from Walmart. I didn't even know I could still fit that clothes, but bitch, I just brought some stuff from Walmart and the shit is comfortable as hell. Ash will be at work, decked out, feeling comfortable, probably gonna sleep at that desk, okay? That's how comfortable the shit is. I said, what's good? She was like, oh my God, hi. I said, can we see Anthony? That's his name, I think. Can we see him? No, girl, we gotta wait. I said, oh, why you play us like that? Meanwhile, we gonna move on to Puppy and Amber. Girl, when I seen Puppy come onto the screen, excuse me. me. All right. Girl, the sinus has been really acting up because the weather been going up and down. Oh, my throat just been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And Puppy came up into a bar. And as soon as her face came onto the screen, I just said, why? Why do we need to have any? I'm also sick of them too. Okay, I'm so sick of them at this point because it's just, I don't know, like at this point, maybe it's because last season, the last time that we saw Puppy was just her. It was just depressing. Okay, I don't want to be sad watching this. I don't want to be in my feelings watching this stuff or whatever. And I'm just tired of it. I'm like, girl, either shit or get off the pot. Okay, either deal with the situation or leave that man. All right, like, come on. You want to be happy. The man is making you stressed out. The whole situation. So Amber is up in there at a bar. You know, she dealing with the fact that, you know, I think it's like 3 months after the fact that she had to get an abortion, unfortunately, because she was pregnant and, you know, found out that it was something going on with her liver. She was having some liver issues, and according to the doctor, and can y'all tell me, did she ever get a second opinion or whatever? Because honestly, I feel as though she needed a second opinion, and a part of me feel as though she should have carried the baby to term and that she would have been all right, especially if they was monitoring her correctly, if she was properly diagnosed, and if they did all the precautions that they needed to. I feel like she would have had a chance. Everything would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? But you know, she did what she did because she got spooked because the doctor said it was a life or death situation. Like, it could either be, you know, it could be fatal for her or it could be fatal for the baby. Either way, something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I really hope that she got a second or third opinion, you know, just to double, triple check. But mama just went on ahead and said chop chop. And I said, oh, okay. So she's dealing with the residual effects of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very much pro-choice. It's whatever you want. But I was just saying, you know, because she really wanted the baby, but you know, she said the doctor spooked her and said it was life or death. I said, God damn. Oh, excuse me. And so, you know, she was dealing with that. TC all up in his feelings too. Baby, you know, especially this episode, like, I really want to like TC, but TC gives me, I was looking for a Blue Lives Matter flag in the back when they was at the crib. He is so judgmental. But honestly, I get it. I get it. He's so real with it. I was like, well, shit, at least he ain't bite his tongue and he ain't sugarcoated just because he wanted to keep his woman happy. He said what he said and he meant what he meant, and I respect it, you know? So they at the bar. I was sitting at the bar with this whip. Oh my God, I gotta go listen to that, you know. Come on, y'all. Anyway, so Puppy came up in there and they get to talking about what's been going on. Girl, you know, so Amber and her feelings or whatever about the abortion, understandable. That's such a deep thing. My whole thing is this. Now, if you having liver issues, why are you at the bar drinking? I mean, granted, it's just like when they be saying, you know, you have cirrhosis of the liver or something like that. And these people be like, I mean, I guess I'm going to die anyway. Let me just go out the way that I need. No. Why are we still drinking at the bar to the point that we getting drunk? Okay, like, I hope they, you know, she was like, I talked to the doctor. The doctor said I'm doing good. Whatever I'm doing, I just need to go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing. And that's what made me, the way that Amber had told that to Puppy, because Puppy was the one that brought it up about us drinking. And I'm sitting here like, if the doctor told you that, did he run some tests? And if you're saying it like that, you're making me feel like you really didn't have to abort that baby. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But we find out the situation going on with Puppy and Eric still together, but yet they are, you know, in a pickle because Eric done lost the house. I said, Eric lost the house? Girl, they trying to get this divorce, and come to find out, the wife is trying to play some games, and the house was in the mother-in-law's name. And so the mother-in-law snatched that bitch up. I said, you know what? I ain't even mad at the mother-in-law. Baby, you are not with my daughter no more. You done moved on. You done probably did some foul stuff. You probably ain't really taking care of the kids if y'all got kids together. So therefore, let me snatch this house up and you figure it out yourself, because you ain't finna be living easy off of me. Oh no, get your ass out there and do something and provide for your family. Okay, that's what you need to do. You know, they in debt. And she was like $50,000 or some shit. I said, damn. Y'all know I still ain't done my taxes. I know I'm finna be on some money. But anyway, I was just like, girl, what you want us to do about it? When it comes to Puppy and Eric's situation, I don't care. Because Puppy, honestly, this ain't your problem. This is not your problem. And it should be a good thing right about now that y'all are not married, because this probably will be on you. This probably will be tied to you as well. You'll probably have to be responsible as well. And I know you don't want that because, baby, you can't afford that because you ain't got nothing either. Meanwhile, they just talking about stuff, and it got to a point where, you know, Amber was so goddamn drunk she had to call TC. And I'm so glad that, you know, she said she was going to call him to take her home instead of driving. And so when he finally showed up, you know, Puppy was just a little concerned about how TC was going to act with her or whatever. Because Amber said, TC don't really fuck with Amber, Puppy and Eric like that because he don't like them. And that whole situation that went down at the party where Amber and Puppy got into it and all that stuff. And, you know, he was over it from that. And truth be told, I feel like he being a little harsh with the whole judgmental crap about the Puppy and Amber situation, because honestly I feel like it was Amber's fault. Amber was in the wrong. Amber was the one that reached out to that man's ex-wife or whatever, or soon to be ex, and was doing all this stuff, and that just ticked Puppy off. So I'm not even gonna put that on Puppy. I'm gonna put that on Amber, and that's who he should be mad at. And because he can't be mad at her because she gives him sex, so he just gonna take it out on Puppy, right? So, you know, Amber trying to convince her that he don't like, he good. It's all to the good. You ain't got to worry about it. And so when he come up there, baby, she was like, hello, my name is Puppy, Michelle, aka Puppy. He was like, I know who you are. And was like, I mean, you know, you just act like you don't like me. I just know you don't like me. He was like, it's not that I don't like you. It's just that, you know, I just heard some things, and, you know, that whole situation at the party and all that stuff, and whoa. And she was like, but, you know, I just want to make it so that, you know, because Amber, she's my good friend, and even Amber said she not going nowhere. And it's just like, I want you to like me, so I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make you like me and let you come over towards me. And then, you know, next time or whatever, I'm going to be kicking it at your crib, eating out your fridge or whatever. And we just going to hang. That's how we going to do. And TC was like, oh, okay. And she was like, and me and Eric were not drug dealers either, because I don't know. Somebody probably told you. God damn. Somebody probably told you that. I'm about to break my phone. Somebody probably told you that, but the fact of the matter is that's not real. We're not drug dealers or whatever. Okay, it still works. He cut his hair. Oh my God, Steph Curry cut his hair. Now he look like Aaron off of Sisters. Moving on from that. So he was like, oh, okay. They get in the car, they go home. We thinking the situation is over. Girl, now, you got a liver problem once again. You have a liver problem once again, right, Amber? They at the house drinking. I'm just like, what the hell? Okay. Maybe it's in moderation. I don't know, but you already drunk, right? But hey, it is what it is. And they get into it because TC said, I mean, it's whatever, but I still don't like Puppy. I don't like her, but I'm not going to talk about, make you not be cool with her, whatever. But no, we ain't finna be cool on that. And Amber had to say, and I don't know why you put up there talk about they a drug dealer and all that stuff or whatever, because I ain't never said nothing about them being drug dealers. He was like, you told me that. You said that that's what it was. She said, no. I said, I was in jail for this. She was in jail for this. He was in jail for that. And I never said that they were drug dealers because I don't know what they did prior to being in jail or whatever. I just know what it is since I've been with them or whatever. I was just like, what? And it went on from there. And Amber was just like, cut the cameras. I'm done. I said, what the hell is happening? TC just drinking his stuff, and he just like, she drunk. Yeah, you really are drunk. I was just like, this is a mess. I don't know. I don't know about Amber and TC lasting. If it's gonna be like this, moving on from that. moving on from that, we get Justine and Michael. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody first before I get to the main course. And y'all already know what the main course is. Justine and Michael. Justine and Miguel take the kids out to self-defense and his mama. Or I should say her mama. And the mama was like, what we going to self-defense for? You know, they have to take a little Santana there too. Because Santana was getting a little bullied at school or whatever. And then, you know, we get Justine and her mama having a little conversation. Mama was like, why you sitting here looking all sad? And, you know, she just going through her little trauma, being in her past relationships. And you not that baggage from the past relationships and how they treated her, because she has been in relationships that where there have been abuse, whether it was verbal, physical, or both. You know what I'm saying? And she just don't want to fully give in to Michael because she's not so sure if she can trust him like that, if she can give her all to him like that. And mama like, well, that's why we was asking why the hell y'all hurried up and got pregnant so quick, you know. And I get her trauma and stuff, and you know, she broke down crying, and you know, she felt bad about not having a father figure or a man in her kid's life, and them waiting this long to have it. One is 9, one is 13, the other is 16 or 17 years old. And it took this long to get a stable man, or hopefully a stable man figure, role model in their life. And you know, she feel bad about that, so she's crying and all that stuff. She eventually talks to Michael about it. Michael said, I should feel offended because you should feel like I'm here for you and you shouldn't have those doubts and all that stuff. And I'm like, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, she's going through her own personal issues with her own personal baggage, and she has to work those things out, which is why I don't understand how come we are having this conversation now when you realize that you are pregnant, instead of having this conversation before you got pregnant. Why is it that y'all went and got pregnant so quick? You basically telling us that you don't fully trust this man. You love what's going on, but you're not sure about it because you don't know how long he's going to be here, if he's going to stay, if the relationship is going to last. So it felt like you went on ahead and got pregnant so that you can trap him. And I'm not saying that that's literally what she did or what was her intention, but that's what it felt like when you don't even know if you really, I don't know. I'm not necessarily going to say trap, but it just, I don't know. It just, I just didn't feel bad for her. Because again, y'all moving so fast, and yet you're doing and you saying stuff because you don't trust and all this or whatever. And you should have figured that out before you went on ahead and got pregnant by this man. Like, this is stuff that you talk about before. You plan out stuff. And I know stuff happens on accident, but you literally was giving us smirks and being a smart ass with your mama. Now you want us to feel bad for you? Girl, I just ain't got it in it. I don't get it in me for it. And I got a question. I got a couple of questions. Y'all notice how ever since Michael got out of jail, we done seen them driving around in at least 2 or 3 different cars. And then one of them cars is the car that he got Justine when she was in prison. Also, I wonder how his kids feel watching this. Because I'm pretty sure they at home watching this in Rhode Island while he out there in Pennsylvania. If they still in Pennsylvania, if he's still on parole out there and he ain't in Rhode Island. I wonder how they feel, you know, with him taking so quickly and so good to Justine's kids and being a daddy to them. You know, physically being there and everything and not doing all of that. Girl, I feel some goddamn type of way. I understand, but I still feel some way like you really came out of prison and you became daddy to them and not even to us, your bio kids. I know you staying up in that lady house or whatever, but god damn, I'm pretty sure he FaceTiming, but FaceTiming and all that stuff ain't the same as doing the physical everyday stuff that he's doing with the other kids. You know it's probably gonna be some shit that goes on. I don't know. Am I the only one that has been thinking this? Put it in the comments, girls. Taylor and Chance. What did we say about Taylor and Chance? Didn't we say that Chance is out here taking out credit on a credit card, taking out, want to do loans, want to do this, we want to buy this, oh, we going to use this to pay for this, and I can pay for it with this money, and I could do it with this money, and if I pay it this much on this month, trying to make it seem like he got everything figured out. Baby, you was robbing banks and you got caught. You robbed a bank and you got caught. You wasn't even successful with that. So that's how I know for sure that you ain't good with money, okay? And you want to get rich quick schemes and all this stuff. You want to get the money real fast. You want to have it planned out this way. You think you know it all, and you don't know a damn thing about business or finances, okay? Didn't I say he was going to put them in the fucking hole financially? He was going to screw up her credit and everything. Baby, Taylor is pregnant, okay? Remember how he was pushing so hard to want to get married before the baby came and all that stuff? Taylor, you did right. If you ain't done, because you've been stupid this whole time, I'm sorry to say it, you've been stupid this whole time by bringing that man up into y'all lives or whatever and getting pregnant by him. But the smartest thing that you did was not getting married to him yet. Because, baby, the debt that he has incurred is about to be the debt that y'all incurred, okay? Because I will take that shit to court. No, we breaking up, and that's going to be your fucking debt. I pay the fucking electricity bill because it's gonna be my house, okay? But other than that, baby, all that other shit is yours, okay? I will contest all of that shit up in court if I have to, because no fucking way. That lady is sitting there trying to get the crib together. You getting an attitude, and when we first see him, you hear him talking about this bill that's overdue is $413. This bill is overdue. You owe $700-something. You only got $11 left on your credit limit. This credit card is overdue. You're this much past your credit limit. Mind y'all, my credit card went up, and a few people said the same thing. Girl, I got Discover, and that's the only card that I got. Okay, now I was almost through paying that thing off, and they gave me an extra, some extra. They gave me some extras on, and I said I had to call them to make sure that this was correct. They was like, girl, yeah, it's because you've been a value customer and you've been paying your stuff on time. I said, oh, I'm not about to touch it though, but oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? See, you just need one. You just need one. I just don't understand how he got out of prison and he was so able to get this card like that. I feel like depending on what it is, you got to have a job or something like that. I don't know the credentials because I don't remember what I had to go through. I was in school. That's how I was able to get mine, because it was a student card or whatever, and then it just went over to a regular card. So when I got out of school, somehow, some way, I can't remember the process. But I only got one. Actually, I had two. I had American Express and I had a Discover, right? And the American Express, it was just $1,500, and I paid that off, and I haven't been using that in a minute. And the Discover was like $2,600, okay? And I use it sometimes or whatever, but then I pay it off and then I use it again, so then I'm still paying on it. Then bitch, they increased my credit limit. Okay, because I ain't never missed a payment. I've been on time and I've been up to date. So it is what it is. And see, Chance, he was talking about something. You get a credit card or whatever, and you pay that first, the first 3 payments or whatever, and then you just get behind because now you want to use this to pay this and you just pay that. I said, no, buddy. That's what happens when you get like 15 freaking credit cards when you don't need it. He has 7. Credit, line of credit. Credit don't mean that you don't have to pay that back. Credit is a fucking loan that you have to pay on, bitch, okay? Like, come on. It's just like the fucking bank. It's your personal bank in your home. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually going to the bank and borrowing from the bank, you are borrowing from this other financial institution that is lending you this money, but you have to pay it back. And you will be penalized if you don't pay it back on time or at all. You know what I'm saying? That's what Kim Zolciak has been sued for with American Express. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't paying on her credit card bill. I said that's the get you, got you, that get you. And that's all he was talking about. You know, I can pay this off, I can do this, and I can do that. You got to go sneak. Did you see when he went into that bathroom and he had that box full of bills? All those papers. I said, bitch. And he's hiding it from Taylor. Mind you, when he finally came out there, and mind you, he has not told her anything, but he's copping attitudes with her because she's asking about the crib. Help me with the crib. I'm like, this lady is pregnant. Why is she down here on the floor like that? Granted, we ain't saying that she incapable, but bitch, do something. Help her out. You the one that did this to her. Help her out, okay? And I'm sitting here like, why y'all ain't got this done in the first place? That's one. And then his phone beeped a couple of times, and she was like, so who was that? And he was like, nobody, it was just a friend. What friend is that? Nobody. You ain't got to worry about it. You know, I kind of was on Chen's side just a little bit because Taylor, you was being a little bit naggy. If you ain't got to, I ain't got to tell you who the hell just texted me, okay? Unless you already suspecting something. Baby, you not finna be questioning me who I'm texting or whatever. I thought it was like a bill collector that was calling him and he just cut it off before, you know, that's why he didn't answer or whatever. But as we saw on the preview, he texting other people. He texting other women and shit, okay? So, that's what it was, you know. And I said, Taylor, don't ask him nothing else. She was like, if you would have asked me and you wanted to see my phone, I would have just readily given it to you. He said, I wouldn't have asked you to see your phone because you would have told me who was texting you or whatever. And I would have just said, okay, and left it at that. I said, oh, really? Oh, really? The man who wanted her to get a paternity test to see if you was really the daddy, you would just leave it alone? That's because you up here doing wrong yourself. That's why you said that. I said, oh, Taylor, look what you done got yourself into. Bullshit that you didn't need to. I'm so glad Bobby done got out that situation. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, girl? Good to know. Everything going well down there in Arizona? I hope so. Meanwhile, we get to the last couple of the night. Derek and Monique. You know what? Let me refresh my palate again. Because bullshit. Bullshit. All right. But let me just tell you this. Monique is still up in Chicago. She's on her way back down into Ohio. Monique, let me tell you this. I don't understand. We could say this each and every episode that I don't get how come people, I don't get it. I don't get it. I know that we as human, it is human nature to want to have somebody to be next to you. You want to have somebody in your life. You don't want to grow old by yourself. You don't want to die alone. You don't want to live alone. You want to have that companionship, right? But it does not mean that we settle for what we're not worth. We don't settle for less just because we want something or to say that we have someone. You know what I'm saying? And that is exactly what Monique has been doing. She's been settling, and Derek has been settling as well. And at this point, it's like, what game are you playing? Okay? Because you know that, and this is why people think the child shit is fake. Because you know that this man cheated on you. And instead of being pissed about it, it's like, I'm finna go down here to Ohio and I'ma just listen to what he gotta say. And I'ma give him another chance. I said you ain't even gotta go down there to listen to what he gotta say because you've already decided when it happened that you was never gonna leave this man. Nothing's gonna let you leave this man at this point because you don't want to be alone. You'd probably think that you would never get somebody that looks even halfway as decent or with the body that he has, okay? That's what it is. That's literally what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not comfortable with yourself. You don't like how you look. You don't like who you are, all right? But yet you don't want to do anything to change that, okay? And if you were to get your ass up, in no shade, and I'm not trying to shame or anything like this. This is just me being real. From one big bitch to another big bitch because I had to do that with myself. I ain't like how I was. I ain't like who I was. I didn't love myself. But then, you know, I'm up here wanting to have that companionship, wanting to have all of this other stuff. But yeah, what am I doing for myself? What am I doing for myself? I can't sit here and wallow and be pissed off that I ain't gassed her when I'm not loving myself. So how the hell am I going to have somebody else love me? You know? and then appreciate that the way that I need to be. And no, don't get out here and better yourself to get somebody. You better yourself for yourself so that you can attract what you need to attract that's genuine to you, instead of somebody that's out here playing you, who won't even protect you from their own fucking family, who talk shit about you right in front of him. This is the shit that you want to put up with, mama? Get your ass up and go walk around the park. Go walk around the fucking block. Okay? Go get you a little bit of energy. Put a little bit of greens and fruit up in your diet a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go there because that's what I had to do with myself. And I know everybody is different. Baby, you was in a depressed state. I was in a depressed state. I had to jump myself up out of that bitch. I said, bitch, you've been down too fucking long, so you going to have to fucking do something. Okay? We can't go through another year of this shit. All right? I'm doing better. I got my ass up. Do the same thing so that you won't have to fucking be settling for less. And what was making me so mad was when Derek popped up and he was up there trying to get a candle, a gift, whatever, because she liked candles and all that stuff, and had you know, what's the girl, his sisters with him. I just didn't understand, why would you have your sisters with you trying to get a gift for your girlfriend, your so-called girlfriend that you claim that you love and you want to be with and you want to have a family with eventually and all that stuff, and you want to get married to and whatever, knowing that they don't like her, knowing that they're putting on. And at this point in time, I just feel like the Monique and Derek storyline is fake as hell and it's just for our pure entertainment. But I'm just going to say something. I'm just going to say something because I don't like the way these sisters act. Okay? Derek is a charmer. And you can say, you know, he grows on you and he's very much likable, but he has fucking issues, okay? And like I said earlier, why would I want to be with somebody who would not protect me, who would not shut down the people around me talking shit about me? The fact that that is okay and they don't have a problem with just dogging Monique out in front of him because they know that he's not going to say anything, that is an issue, all right? That is a fucking issue. And I just don't stand by that shit, and I would not want that, okay? And especially seeing it played back, you're in there laughing with them, the trans sister up here, you know, calling her fat and all this stuff, whatever. Mama, let me get on you. Because the biological sister, the cis sister, if you want to say it, cis woman, that's what they say these days, okay? And y'all know I don't do that transphobia, whatever, and all that stuff, but I'm finna make a point. I'm not finna say nothing rude or nothing, but I'm just finna make a point. Sister, young sister, you know, they had the white on, and you was talking stuff about Monique, and y'all was talking about get one of these, you know, it'll take 4 of these to put these onto her, to make one for her and all this stuff. Bitches like you, who talk about other people and you focus on one thing, one flaw, the only thing that you can say about that, both you and your other sister, the only thing that y'all can talk about that lady and so far has been is about her weight. That is so fucking lazy on your part. That ain't a fucking read. That bitch probably been growing up and been through her whole life and heard every fucking fat joke that there is. You're no fucking different. You're no fucking better. And you're not special in what you're doing, okay? And at the end of the day, who the fuck are you? You're literally coming off of her coattail to try to get fucking attention on TV, bitch. Because that's just basically what it is. We don't give a fuck about you. You're just trying to get fucking attention at this point. So therefore, let me act out, let me shame this girl regardless, let me say I don't like her because of this and because of that. You have no fucking real reason why you don't like this woman besides the fact that she with your brother. And no, we're not gonna say it's because she was trying to keep your brother away from you and all of that stuff or whatever they want to try to portray, because at the end of the day, the bitch is only reacting to y'all because of the shit that your brother has told her about y'all, how y'all was not there. And we seen how inconsistent that y'all have been with him, what he's been saying, okay? So you want to be mad at him with that situation. You up here talking about her weight, talking about, you know, she this and she that or whatever. Bitch, when you look fake as fuck, when you dress like a fucking hoe, bitch, look, when you look like you supposed to be on somebody's street corner, when you look like you got a fucking pimp, and it's just fucking weird. And I hate to even fucking do that because I'm not that type of person, but you pissing me off. The relationship that you have with your brother and the way that y'all portraying yourselves on this fucking show is as if you want to fuck him, okay? And I need y'all to get in some goddamn therapy because something ain't goddamn right. And if it's kids in the household, I need them to be removed too because it just don't look like you a good fucking parent if you are, okay? Role model my ass, okay? Ain't no telling what else you up there saying and doing to this person or whatever. For what? What is your real reason? What is your real reason, mama? You don't have one. You don't have one. Is it guilt? I don't know. I don't know because she was there and you weren't. I don't know. I don't know. Get that shit up out of here. Get that incestual ass energy up out of here, okay? You know what I'm saying? And the way that y'all both is focused on his relationship, don't y'all got niggas? Don't y'all got dicks to suck or something like that that y'all could preoccupy y'all time with? Why you so focused about your brother's relationship? You cannot tell a grown-ass man who the fuck he's supposed to be with. And just because you don't like the person that you don't really know because of her size, that's the only reason why. You know, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's where it's all coming from. That's where it's all coming from. You can't tell me no different. And then you add a little bit of more stuff that sprout out from that, okay? You just want to pick on her for what? For what? You know, it's just ridiculous. He up here trying to be happy in a relationship that he got, but yet y'all focusing on him. But where's your nigga? Why don't you go focus on your family? Focus on your kids and all that shit. And let me get to you, Miss Trans Sister Elizabeth, because I realized that's what your name is. Okay. You the main bitch up here want to talk about somebody's appearance. You want to talk about somebody's appearance, but I guarantee you will get up in your motherfucking feelings if somebody fucking call you him instead of a her, right? You will get up in your feelings if somebody tell you that you need to return to sender all your body parts that you got to enhance to make you who you are, right? To make you feel the person that you're supposed to be, right? A woman, right? You'll get up in your feelings if they would have did that, if she would have came on here being very nasty like that. Now, I heard that you said that she said some shit or whatever, but baby, at this point in time, it don't make it right, and you doing the shit that you doing to her don't make it right either, okay? You up here saying all this stuff, and I see a lot of people, and I be trying so hard to fucking try to get the people not to say nasty shit about you because I know exactly where the fuck they will first go. Just like you instantly went for Monique's weight or whatever, they will instantly go to the fact that you are trans. They will instantly want to say the negative things about trans people and misgender you. And you give them all the fucking ammunition because of how nasty you are, how evil you are, how disgusting you are. And for what? No goddamn reason, bitch. No goddamn reason. Y'all need some fucking help and y'all need some goddamn therapy, bitch. Monique, your ass included. Derek, your ass included. The whole fucking family. Y'all got issues. Y'all don't need to be on this goddamn show trying to get with nobody or get no recognition unless you're trying to get free therapy. I have no idea. But baby, it looked like in the preview that Miss Elizabeth, you was trying to fight Monique. I'm not here for that. Because at the end of the day, I'm not transphobic, but baby, biologically, no, I'm just not here for that. I'm just not here for that. I'm just not here for that. That ain't right. That is not right. But, you know, Miss Monique, you gonna meet up with this man. You brought your sisters down there so they can sit there and look at you looking stupid over this dude. And, all of this stuff or whatever, and had the nerves to tell him. I mean, yeah, we'll be all right. He was like, so we can go up in the hotel, we can go have some makeup sex. I said, what? What was the point of talking? Okay, just go to the hotel room and do it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, but I do got to tell you something. I was like, what? She was like, I'm late. My period hasn't came. He was like, what? Damn, man, now I feel like she trying to trap me. I just got out and all this stuff. I said, what you mean you feel like she trying to trap you? Bitch, it takes two. Did you say, let me put a condom on? But then again, it is Monique, so yeah, it could be. I don't know. It's a goddamn possibility because it is Monique. She's desperate enough to keep a man, okay? I'm just sitting here like, oh my goodness, a fucking mess. And she got in her feelings a little bit because the reaction wasn't the reaction that she thought she was gonna get. Bitch, he only been out for how long? And girl, you are not pregnant. You are not pregnant. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all, that they had to go off like that, but I'm just sick and tired of it. I'm just sick and tired of it, okay? Bitch, I wish somebody would try to come for me. That's the only thing that y'all can fucking say at this point, bitch. Oh, you a fat. That's what they used to do. Oh, when I first started YouTube, that'd be the only thing that people could say, and it don't even be nothing else. I'm like, okay, and I'm a fat bitch. What else do you got? You can't tell me nothing. Like, girl, I wake the fuck up and I see when I roll over in my bed that I'm a fat bitch because I can see my stomach. You know? Like, what else do you got? You know what I'm saying? I can change that, bitch. You can, and the way that y'all be up there talking about that girl, the way that y'all can talk about that girl, that don't mean that, you know, she can lose the weight. And the weight that she lose, bitch, y'all can fucking gain. To think about that too while you be talking about motherfuckers. Anyway, let me get up off of here. Y'all, an hour. I can't be doing hour videos. Damn. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. All right. Y'all have a good night. I know y'all sitting there like, damn, Ashley, this supposed to be funny. I know, but sometimes we gotta get real with the shit, bitch. But I'll see y'all next week, all right?